Alright guys, we're here at UT. There is a pretty large police presence out here. I'm gonna walk up and see what's what for a bit. I'm also gonna be going live here on Citizen in just a bit as well. So the protest today was supposedly canceled, but it looks like, hang on, it looks like the police are planning, just in case they are here. They have the whole area pretty much locked down, so a lot of police in this area right now. All right. So, yeah, they have. So, all of this area here was open yesterday, and today they pretty much have it all kind of. They have it all pretty much shut down at this point. So, yeah. So far, it looks like all UT Police Department is here. So yeah, it's been interesting out here this week. There's been a lot happening out here this week. Sorry, there's somebody driving behind me. It's been pretty interesting out here this week. Watching how the police are responding to a lot of this stuff out here. Got a lot of barricades set up around the area. We do have bad weather right now, so, you know, who knows if anything's going to take place out here. But I guess we will find out at some point. Alright, I'm sorry. It was canceled due to the weather. Canceled due to the weather. So everything I just said, I'm about to have to repeat again. So I apologize.
I know, seriously. House is divided.
Okay. Yeah, canceled due to weather. Exactly. So, yeah, well, I don't think it's so much the rain. I think it's a lot because there's actually supposed to be thunderstorms out here. Come on. Sorry, I'm trying to go live on Citizen right now, and I keep getting the RTMP errors. See if there's a Wi-Fi I can connect to. Oh, you know what I gotta do? I am very glad that I looked at that because I left the satellite on in my car. I left the satellite on and without my car running, and that'll run down my battery real quick. That will definitely run down the battery. Revolutionary, scared of a little rain. Well, you know, I can tell you one thing, if it starts raining too bad out here, I will not be here. Because I don't want to ruin my equipment. I am so glad I didn't park a million miles away today. I was actually able to park basically right at the front of the South Mall. Look at that. Look at that Starlink. There we go. All right, now we're good. Satellite's turned off. Hopefully, there will be no dead batteries. Yeah, there's a lot of police out here today. A whole lot of cops out here today. A lot more than there was yesterday, for sure. I don't know what they're expecting to happen. I guess I could ask one. Well, I did hear him tell, there was a student that walked by and asked what was happening, and he basically just said to be safe, you know, so. They are gearing up with flex cuffs. Hang on. Sorry for the shakiness. I'm getting my other camera going. Yeah, Inferno. Here we go again. They're definitely gearing up out here for sure. Definitely a bigger police presence here today than there was yesterday. These guys that you're seeing right in front of you, they are gearing up with flex cuffs and everything. So definitely a lot more cops out here than what there was yesterday, for sure. Yeah, round three. There's not a whole lot happening up on the South Mall at the moment. If anything does start happening out here, no encampment as of yet. I think they are gearing up the way they are because of the size of the protest that's supposed to happen out here. And yes, it is very humid and wet, and it is very slick out here for sure. But we'll walk up here and take a look at what's happening on the South Mall and see if there is any protesters gathered. But like I said, they canceled this protest earlier. They canceled because of the weather. But it does, yeah, there's just nothing happening on the South Lawn or the South Mall. Yeah, I know, Peter. I know. still a very large police presence out here. Much larger than it was yesterday even. So I think they are preparing just in case something were to happen or something were to pop off. No, nothing happened. Nothing happened to them. Alright guys, on Citizen, we are out here, University of Texas, right here at the South Mall, where today's protest was supposed to take place, but it has officially been canceled by the Palestinian Solidarity Committee. Right here, right in front of the tower, and as you can see, there's just nothing happening out here. So if anything does start to happen, or if any crowds start to gather, I will come back live. There, like I said, there's a pretty large police presence around the South Mall this morning. I guess they are just preparing just in case. So alright guys, sorry, I was on Citizen. Gotta feed the dog. Alright. Harris is getting gassed. Thanks, Shaman, I appreciate it. Even though there's not a whole lot to report on out here today. Just not a whole lot going on. I mean, you know, there's cops stationed all around the South Mall. They are over with their bikes over there, all the way up to the front. And then, of course, they are back out here. They've got this whole area shut down to traffic. So, yeah, not a whole lot happening at the moment. It would be interesting to know if any other protesters in New York, California were canceled. Melissa, I don't know. Dr. Mark, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I don't know if anything else was canceled. Now, this protest was canceled today. It wasn't it was rescheduled. It's rescheduled until Sunday at noon, I believe. So I highly doubt anything's going to pop up out here today. I mean, I guess there could be some protesters that show up, but you know how these guys are. They're very, these protesters, the Palestinian Solidarity Committee, very organized, and they have control of what's happening. So, what time is it? 11:44. So, yeah. They're very organized, and yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I think it's interesting. Somewhere out here, there is still bullet holes from Charles Whitman's nastiness. Check this out. I don't know if y'all can see all this, but there's the graffiti that has been you know, basically tagged into the, it's crazy. There you go. The sons and daughters of the University of Texas gave their lives to their country in the World War. I have all of the names of the people that were killed. But I'm not 100% certain exactly where the bullet holes are at. I would like to find them. I heard they were in a statue. He was definitely shooting this way. But yeah, check this out. I mean, there's so much graffiti written into this stone. Kind of interesting. There's one from 1976. Here's 19. Here's a 1941 World War II era. There is 62. Here's a 55 and a 77. There is Pee-wee. The PLC. Highly doubt it's the PLC that's doing all of this shit out here. Very interesting to see all this out here, though. Very interesting. Thanks, Dr. Mark. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing, honestly. I stopped, I've been trying to grow the YouTube channel for a hot minute, and they demonetized me back in December, so I got a little upset with them and just stopped. I just basically stopped uploading, and now I'm starting to focus on there again, and I think I've added like 300 followers in the last week. It's been really nice. So thank you for subscribing. I'm gonna see if I can find the statue with the Charles Whitman bullet holes in it. Hang on. Looking for them. Hang on. Let's see. Stairs to the observation deck. Okay. So apparently there really are bullet holes around here still. Hang on, guys. Let's see. Hang on, y'all. I'm looking at let's see. This particular statue out here anymore. We'll go find it. There's nothing else to do, so we'll look for Charles Whitman's nastiness. How about that? So up there on the tower, where the clock is at, there's still bullet holes all in the tower up there from where people were shooting back at Whitman. From down here, people in the community with deer rifles showed up and just started unloading on the guy. And yeah, very sad day. August 1st or August 2nd of '66. And he did his fuckery really well. So, a lot of history out here at this university. Whole lot of history. Anyway, enough history. Really nothing happening out here. There's really nothing going on. It's just basic university life with a police presence. So, I highly doubt that anything is going to actually happen. We're going to go walk onto the other side of the tower here real quickly and see what is happening back there. Actually, let's go do that right now. I'll walk this way. Wonder what was on top of that at one point. Let's see. John Reagan. I guarantee you this was a statue. It got taken down. John H. Reagan. Reagan. District Judge, Postmaster General of the Confederate States. The drones are up again. The drones are flying. I would imagine. Think here. I would imagine all of these statues were taken down. Hey KM, what's up? I would imagine all these statues were taken down because they are Confederate folks. Except for Mr. Washington over there. So, I was talking yesterday about how they are protecting buildings. And as you can see up there, they have the clock tower up here. There's a whole lot of statues missing out here. The clock tower is sealed off. Okay. Okay, we're gonna walk around. So you can see the stairs leading up to the clock tower is sealed off. This is where the protest day 2 happened. John Reagan was born in Palestine. That's interesting. Well, they took a statue down. So you can see they've got the barricades up in front. One is opened, but I can guarantee you that would be closed off when these protests start kicking off out here. But that saying on the front of the building right here, it says, "Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." Wouldn't that, it's got to drive these protesters crazy, I would imagine. We're gonna walk to the back here and see if there's any police presence back here. Yeah, there's a lot of statues missing out here, a lot of them. So there's a really famous photograph of a lady hiding behind a piece of concrete when Whitman was doing his nastiness. And I believe it was this piece of concrete right there. Could be wrong on that though. Who knows? But I'm gonna go over here and see exactly if the cops are all around this area or if they're just in front. They may just be in front. But day one of the protest, they had this whole area kind of sealed off. Here's the police drone up there. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but they are flying the drone. Yeah, no, there's not really any cops around the side. I don't know about the back, but Reagan statue was removed 2017 along with Robert E. Lee. Yeah, there's you can see where all those statues were removed out there. The pedestal, the granite is still there, and along with their names and everything about them, but the statue themselves are gone. But again, it's been boarded off there. You know, I'm surprised when these protests are happening that the cops aren't up there looking off and looking down onto the crowd. Hell, they might be, just nobody ever noticed them. They might be. Let's see if there's any police back here. Yeah, no, there's no police back here either. All the cops are out in the front. Yeah, no, business as usual in the back. There is James Hogg, H-O-G-G, governor of Texas, 1891 to 1895. Mr. Hogg. He was a chubby feller, wasn't he? He was a chubby guy. A lot of statues here. I guess you can tell the statues that are approved because they're actually still here. Trump came into office and statues started being removed everywhere. I don't know if y'all can see that sign in the window. It says Gun Free UT. Gun Free UT. For reference, we are on the east side of the tower. We're on the, well, kind of southeast side of the tower. Tower building is actually massive. I mean, it's in the middle, but the tower itself, the building is massive. It's huge. Oh yeah, I'm sure they did, Shane. I'm almost positive they did. I think that's. I do not agree with that. Let's see. I want to see something here. So you can see where we're at. Clock tower. This is the drag. We're here. Inner campus, that's where all the cops are at. UT is massive. It's huge. Very, very big. I can't recall the group, but I think it was a big, thick of a group of outlaws opposed to labor during the Civil War held up there and raided against the authorities. I've heard about that, Mark, Dr. Mark. I've heard about that. Where did I hear that? You just jogged my memory. Gotta think about that. Very, very old university, man. These buildings are solid. They will be here forever. Solid granite. This here is where the protest was. Day 2 of last week. It was right out here in the middle. There is a memorial to Whitman's victims out here somewhere. It's a big granite slab of a memorial. I'm just not sure exactly where it's at. It's out here somewhere. Yeah, Shane. So that what's funny about that is I have been shooting a video about the tunnels here in under Austin, and I found an article. It's what got me interested in Whitman. I found an article about how the Austin cops that actually shot Whitman, they entered the tower through a tunnel. They went from one building to the other in a tunnel, and that's how they got in. But this is the back of George Washington, erected by the Texas Society, Daughters of the American Revolution in 1955. National Society, Daughters of the American Revolution. Father of our country has given the world an immortal example of true glory. Roman bronze work. Pompeo Kappa something. Interesting. Yeah, the cop that actually shot him was named Dallas Houston. It was a town name. I forget what his name was. But they went into one of the buildings that surrounds the clock tower and went through a tunnel and ended up in the clock tower. That's how they got in without Whitman shooting them. And what's interesting, I don't know if you can see them up there, but right below the clock, there's 3 drains on each side. And when the public started shooting back at him, not just the cops, but the public, he was taking shots out of those drains. That way people couldn't shoot him. And it went on for a long time. They even had a sniper in an airplane circling this area trying to shoot him. And yeah, there's a few students. This is finals week at the university, so there's definitely not many students out here. They are wrapping up the academic school year, so I would imagine quite a few have went home. some tunnels downtown Austin that went from Innocent Building into the other building. Yeah, those tunnels are still there. We've explored quite a few of them. I did not go too deep in them because we have no way of knowing where they go, how they end up. And I was extremely worried about getting lost and not being able to get back out. So, talking to some people, we've got a plan, and we're going to be going back down in there in the next few weeks, and I'm going to finish shooting that video. But the tunnel network around this city is very extensive. 6th Street is very connected. Back when there was a lot of organized crime in the city, tunnels were used extensively. I don't know if y'all can see the Capitol back there. It's a beautiful sight. But football season gets here. When UT wins a game, they light the tower up orange. The tower up there is lit up orange. You can always tell in the city when UT wins. Pretty interesting. Anyway, not a whole lot happening out here, guys. A lot of cops out front here. That's about it. Protest was supposed to kick off earlier. Like I said, it was canceled, so I highly doubt anything is really going to take place out here today. There's just nothing happening here. A bunch of state troopers over here, so the cops are here. They're preparing for it. There's just nothing happening. So the guys sitting over there at the base of that statue, they are state troopers, DPS. I have seen no Austin police officers, only University of Texas. Appreciate it, Shaman. Thank you very much. Yeah, so I'm about to end this for now. If anything does start to happen out here, I will be live again. But it is supposed to storm pretty bad here in just a little while, so I highly doubt anything's going to take place. But if it does, hit the notification bell. That way you will know when I go live. Share if you can. We are on YouTube, Twitch, X, Facebook, Instagram, streaming to all of those. So if you can share it, I would appreciate it. And I will talk